Good morning, people. Good morning. Hey, I'm making this video because my buddy Byron trying to be funny. So he finna make a video with a calendar and just say make some numbers up, and if you don't understand it, whatever. He don't care because he don't either. But anyway, so let me explain. On the previous sheet, it was a blank spot right here because that number did not fall out yet. So what I'm saying is, um we know this is where the next number would have been because this number came out on a midday. All I'm saying is either pick a pair from sideways if it consists of your number. If you're thinking about a number, just look and see, okay, that pair may come, or stick to the side that you're on. So if you're working on this side, stick to a pair from that side. Or if you know the next day is changing, you could go to, you see the 6-4 here. The next day was the 6-4-4. And you got that 6-4-4 right there. But you still have to have a workout as to where what you're thinking of your numbers, or if you're thinking of your numbers, just look and see if it's in the same realm. Even if now, like I said, over the weekend I said diagonal because I looked and seen, okay, what did he do that last Friday? What did he do that last Saturday? And I noticed that the number had came from. I'm trying to figure out a pattern myself from it. So even though yesterday I did math, that's the reason why I put that black box where I said 0, 1 versus this versus that. It was just math off of this number. 0, 9 plus 1 is 0, and you keep the 1. That's simply what it was. 3 plus 1 is a 4, and you keep the 1. That's why those numbers were there. And then I used the 9 and 3. It's a 2, and I kept the 1. That's why that was a versus. So whenever you have a 1 in the number, that should be easy for you to get the next pair set. Not saying that it was going to come immediately, which because it didn't come here. If you would have did that, you didn't get that there. But guess what? You got it here. And 0, 1 was due. So that's why you got that number. So today, I'm looking at midday. So only midday numbers right now. So we got this number. I'm only looking at midday front numbers. 6. We got midday 0, 9, 1, 0, 3. Nope, that's the evening. Sorry. 0, 4. You got 8, 8, 8. And it's already labeled up there, midday and evening, midday and evening. You already know. So I'm only looking at midday. And I'm only looking at the front. So looking at these numbers here, you're going to have to count it up yourself. You don't have a 3. You don't have a 3. So that's going to be your focus to getting a straight hit. You got to look at it yourself. Look at it for the midday and see what you can possibly get. And you write that down. That's going to be in your chamber. He might want to be funny and not bring it, but guess what? This sheet started on 3, and I wrote 329, but actually it was 328. So this started right here, up here, all the way up here, back from March. And like I said, this is evening side, so you're not worrying about that. And start slow with it, because you do not have a 3. So guess what? You need a 3 in the midday. Whenever he want to give it, he's gonna give it, but that should be a focus on a 3. Guess what? When was the last time the 2 came? The 2 came all the way up here. So that was on 331. So you can, attempt to look for that number as well. So if I'm looking at 3, guess what? I know this is one of my whole numbers. If you hold in a 304, you hold in that number. Not saying that that's going to come. I know I want a number to come. I want that number to come too. And then, but you also have to look at your numbers. So look wherever you had numbers at. This number came back. It was 324. It came in the evening though. 524, Fireball 3. Swap that out. Boom. Over here. 341, Fireball 9. You swap that out. Boom. You just got the 319. You got that down there. 308 came, but you didn't get a 378. So maybe you could put that in your chamber. This number takes to Jesus to come back, but that's on the evening side. So this number is on the midday side. 493, Fireball 7. 7 was on the coal list for Teresa's number for coal. So if you could have, it came in a Fireball, but guess what? Maybe it could come into play. It's still on in the coal because guess what? They're not counting Fireball. I'm counting Fireball, but they're not. So it's still pretty much in the coal as far as straight hits. So guess what? You could probably play that one. You could play 347 or 397. You could put that one in there. Or another one that I like, this one. That's on evening side. So 314, 311 came in a Fireball. How many times? It got to come back into play. It came in the Fireball. You had it in the Fireball. You had that number in the Fireball just a couple times recently. So it's going to wind up coming back. So, I started this sheet because I saw that it was working once before when I started it. But it makes it easier for me to, instead of going on lottery posts, looking for the numbers. You can just write them out yourself. Even if you don't know how to get these pairs. Write the numbers out yourself. And you swap one out. You say, okay, if this happened, because this one, look, this was diagonal. Up, what was that? 3, up here. It was up here. So if you know you're looking at your numbers and you have not had a 0 on the front, and I'm talking about only on midday, then you can look for that number. If you haven't had a 1 in the front, you can look for that number. You haven't had a 6, then you just put it in your chamber. That way, when you know you playing your numbers, incorporate at least that number. We're going to start out simple with just 1 digit. And then we're only doing 1 digit. Just start out simple with 1 digit. And that could change your straight hit life. It could just change if you're getting a straight, or even if you're getting a hit. It could change that as to where if someone's putting something in the group, if Miss Dorothy got a box and you see that her numbers is, she got numbers that consist of numbers that ain't came for that evening or midday, you could put it in there. So that's it. Byron.